Hello and welcome to Technology with Ease, Enhancing the Modern Classroom. Let's get started. First off, let's talk about the pace of the course. This course is designed at a move at your own pace within each week and modules unit. We've created activities that help even if you're the turtle of the group, moving at a slower pace, all the way to keeping our jackrabbits happy with new and exciting activities. Just be aware if you are a turtle, I am here to help you out, get you caught up with any of the activities, or if there's any kind of learning curve you need help with, I am here to assist you. You'll be given sandbox time each week to play around with new technologies and activities that allow you to build things, destroy them, rebuild them, play around. And when you're finally ready to submit, that's when you upload it to Moodle. And we're going to be using Moodle as our classroom management software. That's the name of the website you're going to be logging into. Actually, you are logged in if you're watching this video. So that whole thing, that whole layout, that website, that is called Moodle. So if I reference Moodle, that's what I'm talking about. Now, this entire course is designed to expose you, bring you to the awareness level in taxonomy. And if there is something that you can't see yourself using in your situation, leave it. It's not my expectation that you use every single bit of this course. Just the stuff you do like, take it. Right? If it doesn't really do it for you, if you're not really interested in that, leave it. But I am going to have you try everything. So until you get your feet wet in there, sometimes you don't know if it will work for you in your situation. Now, what we're going to look at now is Hockman's taxonomy of comfort working with technology. So the design for this course is based around this construct, this taxonomy. So look at the bottom here. The first level of Hockman's taxonomy of comfort working with technology is the awareness level. If you're not aware of what's out there, you have zero chance of using it. So this course is designed to make you aware of a whole bunch of different things out there. So hopefully you'll be exposed to it. You'll have the next step would be to navigate it. So once you're aware of it, can you utilize it? Can you figure out the tools, the user interface for each of the different resources? And then once you're able to navigate it, can you explore and see what's available to you? See what kind of free and awesome stuff is available to you? Now, if you're able to explore, will you be able to use it? Will you be able to bring it back to your classroom, to your professional life? Will you be able to share it with students, share it with your colleagues in order to ultimately come to the top here, which is creation? All right, will you be able to use this to create exemplars, create activities for your students that are engaging and exciting and new? So that's the entire goal. So moving you up the taxonomy. And this taxonomy resets each time that we present you with a new technology. Okay, you're aware of it. Can you navigate it? All right, once you navigate it, can you explore it? Can you use it? And then can you create things? But ultimately, I promise you, the more you play in that sandbox, the easier the navigation learning curve will be. You'll find out that a lot of the resources use similar, if not the same, and you'll be able to problem solve in that sandbox. Instead of asking for help every single second, you'll be able to play and play and play until you get it. And that's the entire mindset of this course. Can you play around with technology until you can figure it out on your own so you don't have to worry about, oh, I can't do this unless I have help. You want to be the help. You're going to be the one to be able to problem solve and solve these things. So once again, you're going to see this website down here, the tfteachers.weebly.com. The original name for the course was Technology for Teachers, and weebly.com is a website, and all of these resources, including this rubric, including this taxonomy, I should say, are going to be available to you under session number 1. Continuing on, we already spoke about Moodle being the classroom management software. We're going to be using this, and also the website. So once again, this website is a great way to look at it. We're going to take a little jump, and we're going to write in the website right now. All right, so once again, the URL for this is tfteachers.weebly.com, and if you click on the menu button, it'll bring up all kinds of sessions. Now, if you're doing the TCNJ, you only have 6 sessions, so don't get confused by the numbering. You will get the majority of the information from this. Now, what's really neat here is you can take a look at sessions from the buttons up here or the buttons up here. They all work the same, but some have some drop-down menus, which you'll get reference to as well, so you can check out the website that way. So let's take a look at session number 1. You can see a lot of the resources we'll be talking about there are here, and anything that you miss, any video you want to use later, any idea, are all kept in one neat place for you. So no matter what you do, you'll always have everything in the course in this place. And this will be available to you after the course is over, luckily. So you'll have 24/7, 365 access once the course is done. All right, let's jump back to the presentation. All right. Next thing we're going to look at here is the course syllabus. And this is also available to you a couple buttons down in the Moodle website. Let's take a look. Now, I'm perfectly sure you can read for yourself, but I'm going to just point out some key features here in the syllabus to avoid any kind of confusion later. Obviously, you know the title, the course description, you should have read, but the learning outcomes are important. These are what I want you to get out of this course. So once again, understanding the Hockman's taxonomy, identifying the components of instructional design that are improved, locating resources, practical application, copyright laws, which are huge when using all these online resources, exploring different new presentation delivery modes, having classroom management plans, the use of QR codes, managing documents, and feedback and assessments digitally. So there's a lot of good stuff in there. All right. So the course requirements are, of course, participation. There's 400 points within all of the activities, which is worth half of your grade. Each week is broken up into the following things. The first thing is discussion questions. There's 2 assignments, and this is an ongoing activity. It's called the idea grabber. This is where you're going to write down the things that you liked. Oftentimes, it's going to be overwhelming if you're presented with so many different things and you have no place to put them. So this is a neat way that you can go and actually put them in. And this will be explained further in later videos. So as you can see, the same exact format repeats itself 6 times, except for the last time the idea grabber is actually due because you've been working on it the entire time. So that's 50% of your grade. Now, the other 50% is something called the LEP, the Learning Extension Plan. Now, the LEP is made up of 400 points. And it starts here on page 14. And once again, you're going to choose from one of these 4 topics. So you get to choose. The first one is instructional design. This is, how did this class impact the way that you teach? Basically, you're going to write a 5 to 6 page rationale, at least 4 to 6 citations. Feel free to cite my website, any other online resources you got, any kind of textual material you can do as well. So you write a 4 to 6 page paper, 5 to 6 page paper, and it should have a references page at the end. Second one is creating a product. We're going to be exposing you to a bunch of different online activities. If you want to make your own website or you want to make your own formative or summative assessment as your product, feel free. I do receive a lot of products. The number one I get from most people is presentation plan, where you take all the cool resources that you like from this and you create your separate presentation plan that you want to share with colleagues, that you want to share with your faculty and staff, depending on your situation. And if there's another way that you want to do something, contact me. We'll figure out the details. Once again, it needs to include 4 to 6 references and a rationale. But whatever the other is, we can talk through. All right, scrolling down more, here's how you're going to be graded for the LEP. Once again, you're always aiming for mastery. You choose the appropriate strategy, incorporates core content, show awareness of diverse needs. These are obviously pretty straightforward. All right, discussing application and uses good academics such as format and style guidelines. Obviously, we're using APA guidelines. And if you have questions about APA guidelines, on the RTC page at the bottom, there is actually a link for APA guidelines where they cover most of the stuff you'll need for the LEP. The grading scale is here. All right, and obviously there is no A+, but this is the overall grading for the course. And obviously you can follow a lot of good resources. If you're looking for other things to read for this course, there's all kinds of citations and references that you can look at here. A lot of great blogs and stuff as well. So if there's any questions about the LEP, once again, you can contact me in the message system within Moodle. All right, the question that always comes up about the LEP, and obviously here the 4 options, is the due date. Because this is an online course, the due date for the LEP is 1 week after the last session's over. Since we have 6 sessions, 6 weeks, it's actually due at the end of week 7. All of the assignments are due by 11:59 p.m. on the Sunday evening. So the week after that 11:59 submitted to Moodle is when it is due. Now, a little helpful tip for you guys moving forward in this is you might want to think about creating an alternate Gmail account. Now, Gmail is a great resource to begin with. It opens up your whole entire Google suite of things, but I'm going to ask you to sign up for things. And some people get a little bit sketchy about signing up with their own personal information. So that's why I want you to create an alternate Gmail account. Make up whatever name and information you want. You may have to use your real telephone number to authenticate your account, and that's fine. I've used it so many times that they don't even let me use my number anymore for other people. But ultimately, if you create a fictitious account and you use it for this course, you don't have to worry about getting spam in your main account. So I recommend right now stopping the video, hit pause, create your alternate Gmail account, write down the username and password because I will not have access to it. I can't find out what your username or password is because I'm not there with you writing it down. So write it down on the old paper. Write that down, and it's a great activity, great idea for you guys. All right. The last thing I'm going to ask you to do for this video is something called class introductions. So what I want you to write is, first off, who are you? Where do you teach? What do you teach? And then I'm going to ask you to create 3 goals for the course. What do you want to get out of this class? And when I ask people to write goals, I always reference this layout: SMART goal setting. Be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. Now, what does that mean? What does that sound like? For example, if I were going to write a goal for this course, by the end of the course, so that is my timely piece, I am going to learn 3, which is measurable, new technologies that I can incorporate into my classroom. So is that specific? Sure is. Is it measurable? Yes. Attainable, relevant, timely. So I always start with the timely piece. By the end of the course, I will do X amount of things, and it has to have some kind of number amount to be measurable. I will increase my learning by 15%. I will learn 6 new things, whatever the number is. Make sure it's realistic. That goes under the attainable, achievable. Do you have the resources available to you to do it? And obviously in this course you will. Is it relevant? Is it worthwhile to you? And that should be a good thing. Lastly, I want to thank you very much for taking this course. I am here to support you. Your instructor will be there. They are one message away to help you out. I want to wish you the best of luck and get started.